So the moment I've been waiting for all day. Look at that. DIYAutotune.com. My Black Friday special came in. I'm about to open her up. Alright, so here she goes. Packing slip invoice. I don't need that. Alright. Oh, yes. The goodness that I love. Alright. So, here goes the MS3. And I guess we will. So, if you guys don't know, you have MegaSquirt 2. I've had the MegaSquirt 2 on the KA, which was the plug and play edition. You know, it worked well. I didn't, at the beginning there were some issues, but it was because I didn't update the firmware to the, what do you call it, to like the latest at the time. I think when I got this it was on 3.2.1, and then after updating it, it solved some awesome issues, preferably the one where it kind of took forever to sync and then start up. Oh man, they really packaged this thing good. And plus, doing it with one hand, that's not too thing. But anyhow, back to the MS2. It worked well. It could have worked with this setup. Well, maybe not. The only reason why I say that is because this MS3 has the decoding to use the stock VQ timing marks, which means that I will be using the stock cam sensors as well as the stock crank sensor, which is on the flywheel. With all that being said, I'm gonna pause this to open this up. Hold on. Alright, so I got it out. Alright, so with that being said, the MS2 worked well. It's, I would say, kind of the same features as this, just this has better resolution on the spark tables. I believe on the MS2 it was a 16 by 16 on the fuel, but then a 12 by 12 on the spark. So it's just whichever. I like dialing down really close to know what I am, rather than letting the ECU interpolate. So here goes. This should be the DB15 port, the SD card slot for logging, which is sweet because now I'll just leave one in there. And then if something happens on the drive, I just pop it out, put it in my computer, see what's up. This is going to be the serial port to tune. I don't know why, because you have this USB port, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. That's what I believe it is. But and then for the most part, I don't know how these pins necessarily, like knowing off the top of my head, but this is probably the daughter board, and this is probably the main board. So this is the MS3 thing, and then this one comes with the 3.57 or something, daughter board, which handles the extra outputs for fuel and ignition and all that. Because you can still do it with this, but I think you only get up to maybe 4. I don't know. You guys gotta like read and research, but it's pretty cool. And then this is the onboard map sensor. This is only 2.5 bars, so if you guys are new to tuning or anything, 1 bar is atmospheric. So automatically when you look and say, oh, this is a 2.5, it's really a 1.5, like in terms of boost. So it can only read up to a pound and a half, 1.5 bars, which is around 21 psi. They do have a 3 bar, which could go, 2 bars boost, because one of those is going to be lost to atmospheric pressure, for like $67 if I need to do an external. I don't know. That's fine. I put this on the MegaSquirt 2. I had the Map Daddy sensor, and so I don't know. I never reached the limits because 3 bar with 3 times 15, roughly, because 1 bar is 14.7. You could say that's close to 45. The highest I went on that was 34 pounds. But anyhow, this is my beauty. I love it. What else I ordered was, all right, so this one is the male to the female, so the female's on top. So this must be the daughter board harness for my extra inputs. And then the other one, if I could find this, oh, here it is. This one, should be for the, the main harness. Oh, look, it's a piggy. I wonder what this says on the back. Oh, see? Yep. Oh, there we go. Look. See the MS3X. So this is the daughter board one, as I suggested. So the top on the ECU. This is the bottom. This is top. This is top. This is the daughter board. That's that. And I got different things. The other thing that I had ordered was just bung sensor, aluminum, for the air intake temp. And like I said before, I am going to put that somewhere back here on the intake pipe. The other thing, I guess, that we will go and see, I've kind of been stacking up parts and also trying to get shit out of the way. So you've seen in my earlier videos, I had this. It's got an AN fittings. So I got this fitting on there. I got my return line kit. So, and then I kind of bunched everything together. I just been waiting till I get everything to do my work. But as you can see in here, it's just your standard of the mill, feed and return line kit that I will be doing on the car. Like, which one is this? Yeah, so there goes, the feed line. I'm gonna be basically doing that. Oh, look at, I wonder what this is, right? That way. Oh, okay, it's my gaskets for my what's that thing called? My cold pipe. So I got these oil line kits. I got the turbine gasket coming. Let me see what else. I'm getting tired of looking at it. So I ordered. Oh, I need to order injectors. I decided to go with the stock coils to save money. I have these bad boys up here. Those are your D585 coils. Those are which ones I had on the KA. Those are the hot LS2 coils. I opted, since I have all of the spare, well, not spare, all of those coils and the harness and stuff, just to make it look neat. I've been reading that guy's been using the stock coils up to 600 horsepower, I don't know what, or some other guy even said 1200. Can't always believe everything you read on the internet, but basically I'll leave this on and what do you call it, get it to run, and if I have any blowout issues, then I'll just buy another 2 of that, some next set of wires, and get that going. I'm also looking at some Bosch 1600. The cool thing is that Bosch now makes a high impedance 1600cc injector that I'm able to find, and what do you call it, so I'm gonna order those. The only issue is that these fuel rails that come for the VQ, they're 11 millimeter. All of the Bosch are 14 millimeter, and that was the issue that I had ran into on with the KA. I had the Bosch, whatever the fuel rail was at, so I actually bored it out. I said, oh, I'll do this on these fuel rail, but then looking at the fuel rail, where the inlet is of the fuel injector, it looks, it's got like a little small wall, and I just fear that if I do have to bore it out, that it might be too thin, or just some issues may arise. So I just bought injector hats. I didn't realize these little motherfuckers were so expensive. So yeah, it's like basically like $12.50 for one. So anyhow, I got those. I'm looking to order those, so I'll get all those. Order this. Oh, and then also went to shaftmasters.com. If you guys need a drive shaft for really, honestly, anything, it looks like they do a lot of custom drive shafts for different applications, but necessarily, for the 240s, they have drive shafts, you know, obviously stock, for RB swaps, for VQ swaps, for KAs with Z32s, KAs with CD009s. They got a whole bunch, and they also come in either automatic, aluminum or steel. And so ended up getting the steel one. They got a Black Friday special that's going on till December 31st, which, you know, helped out a lot. So I ordered that. That's actually being shipped. So hopefully once I do that, then this guy who's been hiding under here for so long, I will be able to see on the snout, you know, that guy, the snout, what drive shaft it is. I didn't want to put it in and then have to take off that guy and switch it with an R200. So once I do that, oh, the axles, don't mind this damn garage, man. It's too much has been going on. I've been trying to straighten up in preparation of her, and I still have her jacked up because I want to do the oil pan, which I might attack tomorrow. But anyhow, there go the axles from the Z33. It has the same, you know, output flange of the Z32, which is a 6-bolt. So I'm gonna basically go get that drive shaft, install all that, and then I should be good. After that, it's what I'm planning on doing is just cleaning up this wiring bay a lot. There's a lot of things that I don't need, and I was trying to say, okay, I'll open it up. I'm just saying, you know what, let me just take out everything, and then from there open up this guy, which is the 350Z harness, open him up, take what I need, bring it to the firewall, and then make all my connections, you know, inside the car. And the good thing is that I can at least do this one by one, that I don't have to worry too much about everything. Like, I'll just take my time, go one by one from, you know, the sensors and cylinders and whatnot. It's not going to require much. So hopefully when I do that, since I have that big loom and this is a, you know, smaller car, that I can kind of, you know, route my wires a nice, you know, clean way so it looks legit and stuff. But yeah, that's what's going on. So hopefully I'm thinking that I could possibly, you know, get this started just after New Year's. I mean, working on it a lot and stuff, it's going to take a little bit of time, you know, dedicating, and with me and the job and the kids and the wife and the whole nine, you know, I got to balance everything out. So, especially we had to go to some tree lighting today. So, but anyhow, at least I got that. Now to start kind of, you know, putting in some work. So, all right, guys, late.